It's the Central Division Showdown on a Cinco de Mayo Monday. I got margaritas and tacos that I need to tend to, so let's get this show started. A lot of people are always bad-mouthing the NBA, the state of play in the league, which I think is a bit of a dog whistle, but that's a different conversation for a different show, fellas. It's playoffs. That's where it's been at. I've enjoyed round one and the start of round two. Have you all? Are you all enjoying it the same way?
Yeah,
pretty good. Yep.
Emphatically.
Pretty good. It's been excellent. What are you talking about?
The
Well, you know, that's just Zeke being muted.
Teams that were supposed to win, they swept. I would have preferred if the series went a little bit longer.
I picked the right teams.
You got
We'll get into that later.
I mean, Heat coach didn't put up a fight, so that's unlike them.
It is unlike Heat coaching to get swept about not only swept, but they got stumped.
Yeah, that was bad.
Too bad Tate isn't here to gloat about it right now. Yeah, they got beat by like 89 points, something like that, right?
That had me asking, man, should they go back to 5 games? So we ain't got to deal with all that.
Stop it, Zeke. Stop it right now.
Mercy rule.
We'll come back. We'll circle the wagons on mercy rule. What is this, Little League? We'll come back to the Cavs and what they did to the Heat and how they started round two in a second. But let's recap round one. Pistons had their first playoff berth since 2018-2019 season, and their second season over 518 years. Even though the playoff series didn't end with a series win, that drought extended. June, are Pistons fans calling this a successful season?
By all means, they are. And I'm not excluded from that. I think it was a successful season. We were elated to be at the 6th spot. And we during the playoffs, even though we fell short, I think we kind of showed we belong. I mean, we had a chance just about in every game.
You echo those sentiments, Foster?
Yeah. It was kind of a bitter ending to the series with how it turned out, especially with us not being able to win one game at home. I actually went to the final game in Detroit, but there's a lot of
sounds expensive.
A little bit, but yeah, there's a lot to look forward to, and it's exciting to see where the team is headed.
Foster has a lot of money.
The B and B Foster stands for bands. Foster, I felt really bad for Ausar Thompson as that series ended. That dude, he began the season, not playing because of blood clots and everything. He had to figure that all out, right? And when he finally got back, he was a defensive stud. He's defense first, hard hat type of player. But the way this series went for him, I know is going to eat at him all off season. The first game in that series, I felt like he got embarrassed. He was getting taken out to lunch. I remember there was another point in this series. Guarding Jalen Brunson, he got fouled out. I think they actually won that game. And Jalen Brunson, he let him know that I fouled you out, bro. Get up off the court. And then I know the Pistons won that game and won the next game, but it was game 6. Jalen Brunson with the crucial bucket when he sent Ausar flying into the stands all damn near. He sent them. We had to look for him the same way Smoke and Stack had to look for cornbread when he went for that bathroom break in that one movie. Did him worse than AI did Mike in '96.
That's enough.
Again,
you're pushing.
I know him, like I said, it's because he's a defensive guy, right? And I believe and I just think that it's just one of those things. What do you think? What do you want the team to do as they come back the next season?
As far as like roster moves or
sir, are you referring to Thompson or the roster?
More so, also in the whole roster. I know what Austin's coming back with a chip shoulder, just how the series ended. But for the rest of the team, what do you all to do to improve on this 30-win improvement that you had this year?
I think that just getting everybody back healthy is going to do wonders for the team. Obviously, we entered into the playoffs with a couple of our key players being injured and not being able to go. So I think that just coming back 100% with everybody physically healthy is going to do a lot in itself. Outside of that, I don't know if they're going to make any drastic moves. I think they probably move on from Tim Hardaway. I think they make a conscious effort to re-sign Beasley and hope that Dennis Schroeder will give us a team-friendly deal. Because I think that he would, probably not. I mean, does he want to play for his, 16th team in 12 seasons? That's kind of on him.
He don't like getting moved around. He said that.
Right. So, he's played for half more than half the league at this point. But at any rate, not a big deal. We got Ivy coming back.
They got Ivy.
We hope that Sasser can continue to develop and because he had actually had a pretty good season. He just didn't play a lot. But outside of that, hopefully everybody just can work on their game. I think that you're going to see a major jump from Massar. You're going to see the development that Amen was able to have because he hasn't had blood clots. And I think Ron Holland's going to get stronger. He's going to shoot. He's going to work on his jump shot. And this team is going to be even more explosive and deep than they were last year. Hopefully they send Simone Fontecchio his packing papers too, because it just never worked out. Love the guy, love the whole Italian spirit and all that, but it's time to go. You're on mute. That's fine.
Definitely fine.
Or maybe
not your thing, huh? The Italian stallion, not the Detroit swag you're looking for. But Tate has stepped into the building. Let's talk about those Cavaliers now. So I told you about those Pacers. I told you watch out for them. They ain't no pushovers. Let's recap that game yesterday, Tate. Get one game into the second round. What's going on with it?
All right, man. I see, misery loves company. When you come over there and jump on that couch with you, right? But because you said that with glee in your voice. I told you them Pacers wasn't no joke. But yeah, man. Yesterday's game. The Pacers came out to play. They got to play their style. They got to run. They was hitting shots, making shots. No excuses. Cleveland lost. I mean, we have been without an all-star player who I believe
that's true.
help set pace and tempo for the Cavs. I mean, we put in the guy that's better than your boy Kobe.
Let me tell you something. You're a liar.
Ty Jerome, but Ty Jerome is one dimensional. He's more of a scorer and lead guard. Darius Garland, no Diddy can go both ways though.
Hey, yo.
He said no Diddy though. He did say no Diddy before.
Yeah, I said no Diddy. And my bad, fellas, for running a little late. Some stuff came up and I completely forgot. Then I just seen Paige text and I jumped right on, so I was not in my studio room. But yeah, man, so I think the adjustments will be made in game 2. I think Darius Garland don't even got to come back to get the W.
Oh.
I think I think you just I mean, it would be better if he came back, but you don't have to come back. They can rest him one more game until they go to Indiana. I think maybe instead of Sam Merrill, you put Isaac Okoro in the starting lineup for more size, along with my boy from Atlanta.
Hunter.
What's his name?
DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, DeAndre Hunter. Put those guys in the starting lineup, match up with size. You lose a little bit of shooting, but you get better defensively. I'm not worried at all, man. I mean, that game was down to the wire in the last 4 minutes. So, I expected a competition from Indiana. I mean, I still got a 4-2 Cavs. So,
You're not mad at all that they lost home court advantage?
That don't concern me. I'm mad they lost, period. They could have been playing in Indiana. I'm mad they lost, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to give away games, but, they didn't give that one away. Indiana took it, lost home court, but, I mean, you got to just come back. I mean, Golden State was able to beat Houston. They had home court. You know what I mean? The Lakers had home court. They lost. It happens. You got to be able to make those adjustments and, and obviously adjust.
Houston had home court and lost the series. That's what
I said. Yeah, and you go.
So,
and you go.
Cleveland has home court
because you owe for that. Golden State still in the playoffs. You said they weren't going.
Speaking of that, you owe for that Bucks, but we'll get to that in a second.
We didn't bet nothing. I picked the Bucks. We didn't bet nothing.
Sports life and hip hop. What did you all see in that game one yesterday? I thought the game was. I thought the high point of that game is when the last two possessions of the third quarter, they went back-to-back threes for Indiana Pacers. Miles Turner at the buzzer, that changed the whole series. That changed the whole game. What did you see?
I really saw that the Pacers, they do not have a superstar, but they collectively play. Their cohesion is bar none, and all of them can hit threes. Nembhard is a 3-point threat. Miles Turner is a 3 threat. Halliburton. I mean, they got like 5 or 6 dudes that can definitely.
Toppin can shoot threes.
Yeah, and their pace is breakneck. So Halliburton knows where to get the ball. They got size. They got Miles Turner. They got wing defenders. So Donovan Mitchell was broke. You know what I'm saying? They sagged it. He with us. He was like 1 for 10 from 3.
That's crazy.
I mean, 1 for 11. 1 for 11.
No, 30.
Huh? Yeah, they was
1 for 11.
That's another thing that Tate shouldn't feel that bad because that team is not. Cleveland's not going to go. They're not going to go 1 for 30 from 3. They're not going to. Donovan Mitchell's not going to go 1 for 11.
And Indiana's not going to go. They hit 12 3-pointers. I think
they was on fire. They was
12 for 23.
D. Smith ain't going 4 for 6 again.
Yeah. Them two things are anomalies, fellas.
Yeah.
But Garland better get that big toe in order, though. Like, they really do need Garland, though. Real talk.
I agree.
Yeah, because Ty Jerome, stop it.
He took 20 shots.
Yeah.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Hey, Ty Jerome should not be taking 20 shots in the playoffs. Ooh. No way.
So what we saw yesterday, Sports Life Hip Hop, you saw a team that plays with a frenetic pace.
Yeah.
It hits threes by the bunches. And and can spread the floor from all 5 positions. Kind of reminds me of a certain team. So I don't think to Tate's point, anomalies. The Pacers, I'm sorry, they've shot 55%. The Cavs are a very good defensive team. I think they're gonna defense travels well. They're gonna bring that back to the crib for game 2. They're gonna slow some of this down and make the Pacers play their style of game.
Yeah, Nembhard is man, he was hooping yesterday.
They was hitting 3, man.
Yeah, he was 5 for 6 from threes.
Best play Nembhard had yesterday is when he stuck Ty Jerome up in the backcourt.
Wow.
Dude, Ty Jerome, he took
twice.
8 for 20.
Barkley said that after the game, like, man, they took 50 shots. I'm like, hold on. And Donovan took 30. He took 20.
Damn. Sorry. Should they take out? Hey, should they start your boy Sam Merrill? Like, should he be starting?
Well, that's what I suggested they replace with Okoro. And if you watch, I said it earlier, we was talking about the Chicago Bulls and Dalen Terry, that Okoro's not really playable in the playoffs. He had a wide open corner three and just blew it. A few of them.
Okoro is trash. Like
He's not
is
a good
trash.
shooter.
He's not a good shooter at all.
He's trash.
But he hits it 38% in the regular season. He's not a good playoff shooter. I know Dalen Terry didn't get the opportunity.
Why is the Bulls even why are we?
He is on his heel.
No, I mean,
his
and you
helmet.
know what? I just want to say one last thing. In June, and B. Falls, y'all can attest to this. I'm here showing up after Cavalier loss. I think after the Bulls last loss, none of these guys.
No.
None of these guys.
Hey, we'll tell you. I have no problem. Hey, we'll tell you. I have no problem. I came on last week.
You did.
And
Tate.
Floor is yours.
Tate's searching for a win. He didn't get one yesterday, so he got to get the wins where he sees them. Before we go on break, let's make our round 2 picks. Who do you all have in the game plan right now? Knicks versus Boston.
Boston. Series.
Boston.
Why were we talking about game 1? Got Boston. Everybody's got
Boston
game. Everybody's got Boston, huh?
Boston in 6.
Yeah.
And 6.
I like Boston in 5. What about the next game for the night? Denver, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Porter is hurt.
Why y'all not putting games behind this? Y'all just saying, "Oh yeah, Oklahoma, yeah." And 4.
He asked who's gonna win. He didn't say how many games. I think that could go 7 though. Oklahoma, Denver. I think Oklahoma in 7.
I got OKC in 6.
I got OKC in 6 as well.
I got OKC in 6 too.
6, yeah.
They gonna really expose Michael Porter and what's his face, Gordon.
Oh, Gordon.
Expose him.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Porter be trash.
Yeah,
but he hurt. He got an excuse.
He always
hurt.
Right?
Yeah, you can see it. He got the tape on his shoulder. You can see it now.
But wasn't his back the thing that was always hurt?
You can buy that tape at Walmart. So
that
don't tell me nothing.
He had a serious back injury.
That's why we passed on him. So.
Yeah, that's why.
I understood at the time. Then once I saw him playing, like, man, we probably should have.
I understand it now.
Yeah, but we drafted Wendell Carter and then got rid of him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lethal Shooter.
Bucci man. Yeah, Lethal Shooter.
Other series, we have the Golden State Warriors versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I called it.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
I got Timberwolves in 6.
Ooh. I don't think anyone picked. Yeah, I didn't.
They barely escaped Houston. I mean, I know Houston was like the higher seed, but no, the Wolves kind of walked LA down like it was.
No,
like it was make fights.
Matchup and coaching, B. Foster.
Styles make fights.
Coaching makes a big deal, and JJ Redick is a junior high coach. Like he got out coached.
That's really tough.
He got the ultimate job out the gate.
Yeah, he skipped a line, as my man Zeke would say. He skipped a line. Had no business being an NBA coach. No business.
I think Steph's injury is going to play a big part.
Oh wow, he's injured now too.
Yeah, you can see it.
You can see his hand. It's like
every time you call him out, it's because Steph's hurt. Steph's hurt. That's why.
I didn't like the way he looked in the Houston series. Jimmy is just getting over injury. I got T-Wolves in 5.
I got T.
Wow.
5.
Steph.
They lose in game 1 because they tired, and I think it's only like 1 day of rest between the first 5 games in that series.
That's good. That's a good
it's
insight.
Like one game, they got one
analysis.
Good analysis. I like that.
Father Time might catch up with him.
Cooking with Crisco now.
and Edwards has made a playoff career of knocking out everyone's favorites. Steph is the last Mohican, and for that, so I've got the Timberwolves.
You know what?
Timberwolves and 6.
Since y'all all going T-Wolves, I'm gonna go Dubs. The light skin, the babyface assassin is not gonna. He's gonna come through. I think he's gonna go. It's gonna go 7 Dubs.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I think Jimmy is gonna go back and forth with Ant, and Buddy is gonna show up, and Draymond is gonna get to Ant as well.
You're counting on Buddy. I know he had a great.
Draymond gonna get the Ant.
I mean, he's gonna try. At least he's gonna try.
Like mentally,
he's gonna crash.
Draymond gonna get cooked by Julius Randle. Cooked.
Now that's a person.
That's a good matchup, though.
Yeah, I would say that's a person that could definitely get in.
Randall's so OC.
Yeah, Randall is loose screw.
But Draymond, he'll help. I mean, he with us.
Okay, that's that Duke in North Carolina. No, he went to Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I be getting the Blues mixed up. My bad.
Don't do that.
I slipped up.
Players mess up.
Same shade of blue.
Yeah, it's all blue. They all blue.
White.
Carolina blue. Different.
Right. But
all right, in the last series we got Cavaliers and the Pacers. Pacers already got one game. How y'all see the rest of the series going?
Cavs in 7.
I got Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 6. And if I could add a little
Cleveland
insight, June.
Cleveland 7.
June, shout out. Garland got to get a good lather. Missing that first game, so
you guys take pause in front of your stuff, Rick.
For a lather, no, there's no pause with a lather. That's a good basketball analogy. You got to get a good lather after missing 3 playoff games.
Right.
I'm gonna go against the grain of Indiana. Like if Garland doesn't work up that lather, then what? Like,
get him, Kate. Get him, Tate. I won't get in it. Get him.
I mean,
if Indiana goes up,
that's not a bad take, man.
I mean, it's kind of cheating a little bit because they're already up 1 a little bit, so it's kind of easier to say that. But I mean, Indiana's
Indiana the real deal, dude. They play team ball.
I think the Cavs have a better team overall. Maybe it's my disdain for Pacers speaking now. I'm not really a fan of the Pacers.
Dude, they do 5 out. They do 5 out.
You're a fan of the Cleveland Cavaliers, though?
I think they have a better team, more talented.
No, you're looking at stars.
They won 68. They won 65 games.
They should be the better team.
No, they are the better team, but the Pacers play the way they are. They play better team basketball, though. They don't rely on one person.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, you don't know who to focus on.
That's a deep team. You got Ben Mathurin off the bench. You got
TJ McConnell.
Oh man, like that team is Jarris Walker.
I'll tell you what now? TJ not good. TJ trash.
I mean,
but Ty Jerome is like they're not the same person.
Come on, man.
The same person. Have you ever seen the little boy from Indiana score 30 in a game? Ever?
I don't know.
When
if you gave him 30 shots, I guarantee if you gave him 20 shots in a playoff game, TJ could score 20 as well. But they don't.
TJ, that's his name. TJ and Ty. I got them mixed up. Yeah, man. Come on, man. And then even though he's missing shots, Donovan Mitchell was getting to the whole wheel. They'll have no answer for him when he get cookie.
Yeah.
And he ain't gonna go 1 for 11 or whatever he was again. Not gonna happen.
He's a streaky shooter.
Has Spider Mitchell ever played in the 3rd round?
Never.
Okay. Just food for thought. Let's go ahead and take that break before we can talk about some more stuff around the NBA and more so leading into the offseason. If you're watching live, we'll be right back. Check us out on audio. After these sponsors messages, we'll return. All right. So the team that the Pacers beat to get here, those Milwaukee Bucks, a lot of questions surrounding their immediate future. Obviously, Giannis, there's been questions about his desire to play his whole career in Milwaukee. But before I come to Giannis, I want to talk about somebody else. I want to talk about that guy that coaches Giannis. If there were, and we talked about this to start the show, social media trends. If you had 100 Glenn Rivers coaching your basketball team, and you was going against a basketball playing gorilla, who do you think would win?
A basketball playing gorilla.
It ain't Glenn. Glenn ain't winning.
It's 100 Glens though.
It's 100 Glens. It don't matter.
Glenn times 100.
That's 100 mistakes. Give me the gorilla.
Yeah, that's 100,000 mistakes. They're gonna make a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got Harambe Olajuwon. That's what I got. See, if you got 100 Glens, it's 100 opportunities to blow a 3-1 lead, to 100 opportunities to come up short in the playoffs, to get out coached, to hang your hat on something you did 15 years ago. No, it's too much. It's too much. Give me the gorilla. Give me the gorilla in a sweep.
Hey, didn't he say after they were down 2-0? He was like, we're fine, we're good.
What are you supposed to say?
He's like, we're fine, we're good. We know what to, and he made no adjustments. He made no adjustments.
Is T. Lue getting in the same boat with Glenn?
No. T. Lue, I respect. I ain't gonna lie. T. Lue is a good coach.
For how much longer do he got to not win another chip? I mean, because 2016, if he win next year, going to be 10 years ago.
That's what
depends on how many more jobs he gets after.
Right.
Depending on, because if he continues to hang his hat on that one title, then we can talk about it. But and if he blows some 3-1 leads like Doc, then we can talk about it. And how much longer is he going to be coaching?
Freudian slip. You called him Doc.
Yeah, you did pay. That's a fine. That should be a fine.
That's a fine. If Ty starts blowing 3-1 leads like the boy Glenn, Westside Glenn, and if he continues coaching Harden, who we can talk about now, he's not winning no time soon as long as he got Harden on the squad.
Hey, can I ask a question since you brought up Harden? Who ranks higher on the all-time list between Harden and Russ?
What for?
Harden.
Best player out of California? What do you mean?
No, the all-time NBA list. Which one of them ranks higher? I ain't saying either one in the top 10, but which one's higher than the other?
I mean, Russ is a glorified role player at this point. We can't say that about James Harden. I mean,
I think you can. You can.
Can you really?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because when he went to Brooklyn, he decided to be a role player. He said, "I'm not going to take shots anymore." That's an excuse for Game 7. I'm just pass the ball. He's a role player now. I mean, he's not the same type of role player that Russell is. I'm not gonna hold you, right? Russell's, he's a journeyman at this point.
Yeah, he could end up anywhere at this point.
Who?
To answer your question, Tate, I would say Harden is better than Russ because they'll say, and bear with me, Harden is arguably a top 5 shooting guard of all time. Russ, I don't think is a top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah, I'm saying not me. I'm saying in the consensus.
Yeah,
I've heard people say, Harden. I've heard I've heard after D Wade, I've heard Harden name come up.
Russ, when they
talk about Russ,
I mean, that's fair.
They don't talk about Russ being a top 5 point guard.
Nah,
you'll never hear that.
But is Harden?
I mean,
really
but that's.
I mean, don't he play more point? I mean,
now he does. Yeah,
now he does. Now at his later years. Yeah.
Even in Houston though.
No.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
He was playing next to what? Patrick Beverly or some bullcrap?
Yeah, Chris Paul.
He was playing next to Pat Bev, Ty Lawson, Chris Paul, Russell.
Ty Lawson.
So, hey, don't do it. Don't do that.
He had to be North Carolina.
Don't do
Here
that.
he goes.
North Carolina.
Don't do that.
Damn Tar Heels.
Ty Lawson was a beast.
Him and Ray Felton, who's put on 100
unnecessary.
Yeah, he wasn't beast in college. He was pretty good in college.
No, he was pretty good in the league
Whoa.
until he started breaking the law. He was pretty good. But the league's history.
Rashad McCants was better than Ty Lawson in the league.
Whoa.
Okay.
In the league? No. Whoa.
No.
Oh, in the league?
I'm just throwing some Tar Heels.
I want to fight McCants, don't he?
Yeah.
No.
Tar Heel
No,
beef.
that's
That's rape.
That's felt.
You guys are doing the thing.
I asked Pay about that. I sent the text to him. He never answered me. I don't know why though.
He doesn't like the family feud.
There's static in Tar Heel, man.
For one, you're mixing Ty Lawson and Raymond Felton, so don't do that. They don't all look alike.
Tomato.
That's not true.
Both same height.
Nowadays, obviously Ray Felton has 8 everything. Like I don't know, he looks crazy.
Same height.
You tell me I'm gaining weight. I tell you I'm getting paid. To answer that question, Tate.
Sean Kemp can't say that.
Well, he got stress. He's the only man ever to be addicted to cocaine and gain weight. You got 30. He got 26 kids. That'll stress you out. But
is that a real number?
No.
Oh.
Yes. I think yes, it is a real number.
And counting.
That is a real number.
Do you know after a certain number? Like,
oh no, asking the counter. But the history of the NBA wasn't a 2-guard focused league until you got into the 80s, right? So Harden being in the top 5 shouldn't surprise anybody. He's won 3 scoring titles. He's got an MVP. I mean, Houston Harden was a damn man. I mean, obviously Houston Harden is a thing in January, in February, and you get to April and May. Houston Harden is the same as Oklahoma Harden, Brooklyn Harden, Clippers Harden. None to be found.
What finals has Harden been to? What finals has Russ been to?
2012.
Both of them same team, right?
Yeah, and Harden, if you remember game 5 of that series, Harden checked out. He was terrible. That's why he got traded.
Yeah, they didn't extend him there. They traded him because they didn't want to pay him.
All right. Why would we don't need this? I would put Russell higher in the all-time list.
I'm sorry.
I put Russell higher in the all-time list.
I got Russell higher too. Who got more?
Yeah, they both have an MVP. They both have scoring titles, if I'm not mistaken. But Russell was the second guy ever to have a triple-double season. And the way we remember that season is different from the way when he did it the second time and when Jokic did it. It's just the way that Russell went about his time in Oklahoma is going to be remembered a lot differently than what Harden did after his time in Oklahoma. Because I don't think anybody across any sports has the same baggage that Harden has. Everybody chokes. Everybody has their moment of which they have a low light in the playoffs, right? No matter if it's just individual sports or team sports. But no one is going to be remembered as a career choke artist, as a career Casper, the way Harden is. And I think that pushes him down the list.
I mean, what are we talking about? In all-time greats, like Harden would be what, top 30? 20, what are we, 20,
I say 25.
25
35.
30. Okay,
35?
And where will Russ be? Like Russ, they're in the same.
Yeah, they are.
They're in the same vicinity.
I'd say top 30. They both in the top 30.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
They're
let me
not far from each other, but I'm gonna put Russell ahead.
Let me June Tate. I know y'all are guys that know the basketball like from that.
Just call us OGs.
OGs. Yeah. So like, so would you put Harden over Clyde Drexler?
Yeah, I put Harden over Clyde Drexler.
Yeah. Okay. Because wasn't Clyde like behind Mike, and then D Wade and Kobe took over and then pushed Clyde back, right? So Harden.
I put Reggie Miller over Clyde.
No. Oh no. Oh no.
I do.
Oh no.
Oh Nelly.
Why is that?
Oh.
Whoa.
Because Reggie Miller, I believe, is more clutch. I mean, think all the big moments. You don't see no Clyde Drexler big moments.
Yeah, it's true. Clyde won though.
But Clyde did. He won.
Reggie lost one NBA final too.
I don't know about that.
What you mean? You say Clyde won. Like what Clyde do?
But what did Clyde do?
That is a hot take. What did Clyde do?
What did Clyde
Man,
do?
I respect, y'all cats was still hanging out with your fathers, no disrespect. when I was watching Clyde play with Hakeem Olajuwon, the 5 Slammer Jammer, man. So I respect and know Clyde. But Clyde didn't do nothing special in the league.
Whoa.
He's a top 7 shooting guard of all time. So Reggie Miller must be 6.
He didn't do nothing.
Reggie Miller's a glorified role player.
Reggie Miller couldn't even create his own shot.
Again, and it seems like the only one that I got a reaction out of, like, I ain't think about that. The big moments. You tell me Clyde Drexler's big moments throughout his career.
When he got that fast break and he had the Jerry curl and he did the Statue of Liberty.
Wait a minute. Wait. I mean, when we're talking about overall greatness, I know the big moments mean something, but isn't it the totality of the work, like of all your years in the league? I mean, he's done a lot. Maybe not.
Hey, can one of y'all, June or B, or somebody just look up their career numbers?
I got you.
Yeah, man, because I got a feeling Reggie's numbers gonna be better.
Reggie do got
and I bet winning wise, you had like Indiana with slouches.
No. I'm not saying, but you said Clyde didn't do anything. That's what
I said I got Reggie Miller over Clyde is where this started. And then when the don't do nothing part comes in, didn't do more than Reggie. So not that he didn't do nothing. He wasn't even on them teams with Pippen and Steve Smith and Rasheed. Well, he wasn't on them teams no more. Don't forget, because you don't know much about Portland.
Them teams didn't do anything though.
They was in Western Conference Finals playing against Shaq and Kobe. All Clyde did was
but Clyde was on the finals team. Yeah, he was on the finals team though.
One time, and Reggie was too one time. So
Clyde is him on the stats.
Yeah, but he won.
Yeah, I think Reggie has more points, but Clyde averaged more points per game.
What was his average?
Clyde averaged 20, and Reggie averaged 18.
Okay.
Glorified role player.
Clyde Drexler got more All NBAs as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's hard to get all NBAs. You playing with MJ in your conference?
Clyde was there too.
No. Oh yeah, all NBA.
Yeah, all NBA.
What about All Stars then?
Clyde killing them there.
And All Stars. 5 for Reggie Miller.
How many Clyde got?
10.
All right. maybe I'm tripping, but more big moments stand out for me than Reggie.
Yeah, he definitely got more big moments.
Yeah. You got big moments. He wasn't scared of Mike like Clyde was. Clyde was scared of Mike. Reggie wasn't scared of Mike.
Damn.
Clyde was.
So then I can't put nobody in my top 9 if they scary.
I mean, you saw the 92 finals. Clyde he looked kind of sheepish.
Because that's who he was. All you see Reggie doing taking big shots his whole career.
Also, Clyde played in one more playoff game than Reggie Miller, and Reggie Miller played 3 more seasons.
Okay.
Hey, real quick. Hey, you can edit this, but Mitch Richmond also is up there, but no one talks about Mitch.
Nobody.
No.
Nobody. Look at Mitch's stats. Look at Mitch Richmond's stats. Look at his stats.
Hey, man.
No.
Look at his stats. June, look at his stats. Mitch Richmond.
Now.
Look at Mitch Richmond's stats, y'all.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, Mitch
Shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Man,
Shouldn't be in Hall of Fame.
Man,
Was he scared of Mike?
AKA The Rock. Yeah, Mitch Richmond wasn't scared of Jordan.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, Mitch Richmond had some nice stats.
He won a ring? How?
With the he was with
Lakers.
He was
Shaq Kobe.
2002
Right.
Yeah, he was at the end of the bench.
Coach,
He was at the end of he was at the end.
All I remember is the Kings. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he was cold on the Kings.
Which college did he go to?
Kansas State.
He was colder in Golden State. He's colder in Golden State.
He went to Moberly.
Oh, come on, I'm not doing JUCO, man. Kansas State.
He went to Moberly Area Community College.
I'm not calling out junior.
What is that? Is that Illinois or something?
No, this is JUCO. He always try to get me like when a player goes to more than one college, he's like, oh, but he went to a JUCO. Nah, dude, I'm not naming both. He went to Kansas State.
What we thinking about the situation in Milwaukee? We talked about Glenn. I think his job is tenuous at best. What about Giannis?
Gotta go.
He got another stop on his he making another stop this summer.
Yeah, I mean Dame's gonna be out for the year, so he's gotta know it's cooked. It's time to pack your bags, bring one of your brothers, just one. You can't take your whole family tree out there, but
I mean, they still got Kyle Kuzma.
yeah. Shout out to Flint.
You see that? You see that? You see that? Right? You see that writing back there on my wall? Giannis see it too. The writing's on the wall.
Yeah, I see Giannis being a loyal guy though. I can see him bringing that loyalty in, but he got to go, man.
Hasn't he been demanding to get help for a while? That's how they pulled the trigger on Dame, is because he was commanding.
And that might have been a bad move because it ain't worked since then. Drew Holiday was a true piece.
Yeah, ain't no might have been. Yes.
Now, Pay, you said that the Bucks are in trouble, but they can't get rid of Doc. They're already paying like 7 coaches, so Doc is not going anywhere. Why would they get rid of him and pay another coach and have him on the payroll? Yeah, I think Doc is here to stay. I think, unfortunately, Glenn. Sorry, fine. Glenn from Marquette is here to stay. But I would like to see I would like to see Giannis.
Glenn from the Shy. Don't try and disown my man now from your hometown.
Glenn from Marquette.
Is D Wade from Marquette too?
Sure.
Yeah, that's where he went.
Yeah, he went to Marquette. I mean,
okay.
Also depends on what you're talking about, but that's off camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, Giannis, I hope he gets traded. I mean, but and I've heard that.
Where would you like to see him get traded to?
I don't want to see no Laker talk, dude. I don't want to see. I'd rather see anyone but the Lakers. Honestly, anybody but the Lakers.
I don't think the Bulls have a shot.
Bulls don't.
The Jazz.
I don't want to see it. But I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the Lakers fans come out like, "Oh, we can give up Connect 4 and straight for Giannis straight up," and you will hear that from Lakers.
Oh, does he wear number 4? That's fire.
I like something super hot take Big G said, Pay. He said trade Giannis to San Antonio, pair with Wemby.
Oh, moon stars.
How do they be making these trades happen? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna have Wemby.
I mean, San Antonio got a lot of good young pieces, and Milwaukee probably need to head that direction.
What did we just talk about what Giannis's desires will probably be? He wants to do something, right? Right. And San Antonio is a little bit in flux right now. They have a new coach, a lot of young players. They got 20 draft picks on the way. So it's hard to make that vision look right. Say that, okay, they're next up to start winning. If somebody in Giannis is about to be 32?
31.
So you got to strike while the iron's hot. I'm thinking places like maybe Miami's a player away.
A player away?
A player away?
They just lost by the most combined points in a sweep in playoff history.
Wouldn't that mean they're a player away then? They need another player?
They're a team away.
Miami.
If he go there with Bam, he got Bobby Portis and Tyler Hero, it would be what? Gary Trent Jr. Same thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
They're not a player away, though.
No,
Ain't more
Miami's
than a player.
Miami's not a player away.
They're a star. Okay, how about this? They're a star away. And I think Giannis is a
Hero
star.
All-Star.
Who?
Tyler Hero. Didn't he make the All-Star team?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
Did Bam?
there's still another star. Get him another star, Miami will look a lot different.
What about
Tyrone Hill also made All-Star.
Okay, see?
He did.
I mean, they have a lot of draft picks. They actually have something to give away, don't they?
Yeah, Milwaukee need picks. They can't tank. They don't have no.
That's why when Milwaukee need picks.
Yeah.
How many? How many picks can you get in the conversation for Giannis? Is it 3, 4?
4.
Ooh, you can't get him with 3 first rounds?
Bridges went for 7.
You get with 3 first rounders and you send Steph.
Wait, Bridges did. B. Foster Doppelganger went for 7?
Yes.
I don't think it was 7.
Well, Rudy Gobert got 5.
No, Rudy was 4, I thought. Rudy
was 5.
It was 5? Damn.
And Giannis is a top 5 player. I mean, you kind of can't
Yeah.
really. Can you
Rudy
really?
They got the draft rights to somebody too. Yeah.
Yeah, they give up Stephon Castle and 3 first round picks. They got him. Giannis only got 2 years of contract.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah.
No,
man.
3 and Stephen Castle.
The rookie of the year. That's like getting another first round pick.
That's like getting dude.
Rookie of the year in this class.
Yeah.
He wasn't even like
you might have a point there.
He was like a top 10 pick. Like he wasn't even like.
5. I thought it was 4.
But do we ever feel like trades with players that good? Does it ever feel even? Like
I tell you, it don't. And I tell you
what about
this past series? Nico don't look as bad as he looked 2 months ago because Rudy was. I mean, not Rudy. What's his name? Luka was terrible.
He was sick.
he had a belly.
No, he still look bad.
He's sick. He didn't have a full season with the team. Didn't have a lather. I give him
count two, June. Lather count
for half the year.
Yeah, give him. He didn't have a training camp.
Go Cubs.
Let's see how we go next season,
man. That defense is gonna get no better.
No,
yeah, exactly.
It's gonna get worse. That's
worse. I don't see him committing to his health and losing weight either.
Exactly.
Which is why Nico was on his.
Yeah, Nico might.
Yeah, put the beer down, son.
Hey, Giannis,
you can't give him that yet.
Luka gonna be like 300 when his.
We can't say Nico is right. You gotta give him about.
You can't say right, but you can't say wrong. He didn't get to play with AD and Kyrie and some of the pieces he thought he was gonna have.
If Kyrie had been healthy,
he acquired them. So I can't say he's wrong. He put AD always disabled with Kyrie with always disabled.
Hold on, that's your Chicago boy, man. Take it easy on him.
AD came out the
first facts.
2 quarters and a half. It had 26 and like 12. That's all we've seen of them after the trade.
What does that have to change about me? But what does that have to do with what I said? He traded for always disabled and put him with somebody who's always disabled.
Kyrie's always the same.
Nah, man.
Kyrie.
Yeah, it's a reach.
Kyrie's always hurt. Always hurt. And they're both. He built a team. He built a team around 30-year-olds that are always hurt.
Wasn't
Klay
Luka
Thompson
always hurt? Isn't Luka always hurt and always fat?
No, we're not gonna fat shame now.
Yeah, can't fat shame.
I didn't already did that a little bit, but
yeah, you did. You do that.
No, we talked about this months ago. Luka came into the league fat and was still giving everybody 28, 12, and 7.
He never had,
and it was in the Western Conference.
But he wasn't always fat. Now
at least AD play defense. Luka is a chair. Like you just go around.
He called him a chair.
You have to, but you have to also be on the floor to play defense, though, right?
Man, didn't Luka miss like 40 games this year?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Well, yeah, he did. This is his first year. Yeah, this is his first time being actually hurt.
No,
we are always talking about Kyrie and AD being hurt.
AD
being hurt.
AD is always.
AD was actually healthy last year.
Yeah.
I bet.
Do you think? Going forward?
I
Do
bet the
you
last
think
3 seasons, AD played more games than Luka? The last 3 seasons.
going forward is how you grade the trade? Who's going to play more games? Who's going to be more available, Luka or AD?
It might be AD when you consider
No, it ain't no mites. It ain't
might
no
be
mites. And you know
AD
it.
considering
It
a
ain't no
26-year-old knees
It ain't
carrying
no
around
mites.
3
But hey, it's
ain't no
more than
mites.
now availability. I get that, but like what Luka brings is scoring. We know he's going to score, but defensively, he's a sieve. Like he's nobody. It's 4-on-5.
Yeah, you put. We've seen that in NBA players for decades. You put defenders around your great score.
LA did a really good job of that.
Yeah, LA didn't do a great job of doing that. You're correct. They can have a whole off season to figure it out. How are you going to figure that out in Dallas? You got Kyrie, who's going to miss next year already. He's already done. AD
he might come back All-Star break, maybe.
No, he tore his knee at the end of the year. It's over.
Achilles tendon.
You say he's missing the whole season?
ACL, you missing the whole year?
No, I don't think so.
At his age?
I think he'll be back. He ain't gonna miss the whole season.
Okay, you guys obviously think you are obviously on NBA Live.
You're already walking
now.
around.
NBA Live,
No brace.
Now, not DeJounte. Dame is done for the year. Yeah, he's done.
Kyrie will be back before Dame.
Yeah, ACL, you can come back from ACL.
He already walking. No brace.
He's out for the year. I'm calling that now.
No.
Calling that now.
These injuries.
And here, and I like that you brought it back to Milwaukee. I would like to see Giannis go west. In fact, put him in Phoenix.
Okay. As long as it ain't LA.
For KD?
That fits.
They wouldn't do that. KD wouldn't even want to go there.
KD want to go anywhere other than Phoenix. He just want to hoop.
Neither of them have a deal, no trade clause.
That's crazy. Beal got a no trade clause. Oh,
Beal and LeBron. That's it.
Trade into Portland and get some of them wide ends.
Who's Bill's agent? That's he should get paid more. No trade.
You muted Tate.
Oh, my bad. Fine for myself. But why would Giannis want to go to Phoenix and KD don't even want to be there? Going to a winning
2 different
situation?
playbook.
They just fired their coach.
Well, KD
Booker is
KD and Giannis are 2 different players.
Whoever said that, Pay.
There's 2 different players. So one.
Beal don't want to play. Giannis don't want to play with Beal.
Yeah, Giannis don't want to play with you.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but that's a wasted $50 million spot. Giannis like, I might go there if y'all trade Bill for some pieces, for some YNs, like I heard June say.
I know everyone's been saying all the talking heads been saying this, but Houston do have the assets to make that trade.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, Houston do. That'd be a good place.
OKC, they got a bunch of picks.
Oh, but I don't see them. I don't think Presti coming off those picks. It's like
I don't think.
So why do you have them then? Like,
right.
I don't know, but he seems to like having all those picks.
Yeah, he don't be giving them.
We
didn't get any.
Yeah, we ain't getting no picks.
Yeah, y'all.
I think that's more our fault.
Well, I mean, Chicago management, they lose trades all the time.
I guess. Like
Presti probably hung up like, man, they ain't even asked for any picks.
Right. He's like, hey. they giggling in the background.
Right. I don't understand how that conversation even happens without picks being mentioned at all.
I mean, y'all got the legend Giddy, I guess.
Hey, y'all know the Knicks are coming back and tied it now, right?
What up to? Boston's up to 91-89.
Oh, it got close.
Oh, yo, I see 89, but I must be behind. Okay.
But yeah, y'all was high on Giddy for a second.
We gotta be high on him.
Still should have got some.
We gotta be high on him because we gotta pay him 30-40 million next year. This summer.
Giddy for Giddy, right?
Yeah, we have to. We Giddy for Giddies. We gotta pay him though now. Like it kind of if we don't pay him, it was pointless trade for us.
And he kind of played up to it, so it's like
yeah,
y'all in a funny place. But
hey, listen, Detroit, I salute y'all. Y'all definitely came up. seriously.
Thank you.
The ping pongs.
I'm sure.
Oh Lord.
I'm sure there's going to be a. You all said, well, June, you said that Pistons Nation is thinking that you all had a successful season. So, and Foster, you got us like what's a lot of stuff you all can do to come back and have a more successful season next year. Where is that going to be tracking at? Where are you all going to have those conversations? Where can everybody find you at?
You can catch those conversations on Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube and anywhere you can listen to a podcast. You can just follow us on all those aggregators. Just Post Game Podcast, FFSN in your search. Make sure you're following us. Make sure that notification bell is on. When we drop content, you'll get an alert. Download those episodes for us.
There's good information there. Also, at that same YouTube channel that you mentioned, you all have a lot of Detroit sports content. Cornucopia is your baseball show circling the Detroit Tigers. Also, Bleachers and Speakers has the Detroit Lions show that you all do, right? So we're getting close to the schedule drop. Obviously in the thick of the baseball season. So definitely want to check that out. Also, and this show will be broadcast on that channel next week. So you definitely want to subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube. Know-it-alls.
What's happening?
Know-it-alls. What do you all have coming up coming up next?
Well, check the basketball out. The Cleveland Cavaliers, That's Rather Cavalier podcast channel on FFSN, That's Rather Cavalier on audio. Just search FFSN, That's Rather Cavalier. You'll find us there. Try and get one, maybe two audio shows up a week. Not so much on the YouTube side. On the YouTube side, we got the Know It All show. That's every Sunday at 6 o'clock. Yesterday, we had a guest, Jeremiah Byers, undrafted free agent signed with the Phoenix Cardinals, offensive lineman. I played at Florida State. He was on our show yesterday. Go back and check that out. Check out the Know It All channel. We got some other guests coming up in the next few weeks. A couple more NFL draft picks. Try and get them in before they start rookie camp and mini camp. We got a baseball player coming up, Malachi Mitchell, plays for the Savannah Bananas, which is a baseball team likened to the Harlem Globetrotters, but this is a baseball, obviously. He'll be coming on the show talking about that baseball, that barnstorming baseball, and that type of baseball is really popular now. They sold out Clemson's Death Valley and sold out the stadium down in Tampa most recently, and they're going to be in Nashville, I believe, next week, where the Titans play, wherever the name of that stadium is. They've been selling out, though, so, a couple good guests coming up over the next few weeks, so be sure to check us out on the Know It All channel. I'd like to thank B. False and June for joining us for our live draft coverage the other week. That was a really fun show. I hope they had fun, too, joining us. It was fun having them. And, our brother, one-time regular, Pay didn't make it. Him and B. Dirt was off doing their own thing somewhere. But they didn't make it. But B. False and June, thanks for showing up and showing out, fellas.
It's almost time. Well, it's soon, around the corner, we got the Vegas Summer League. That is a annual great show on Sports Life of Hip Hop. Guys, before then, I don't know, that's in June somewhere. Before then, what you got coming up?
We just did Exotica. That video is up. We got Buns and Basketball, the redo coming up since they got shut down last time. And we got a art show, a couple more things coming up too. You can find us on YouTube, Sports Life and Hip Hop, IG SLHH Pod. We'll be around. We'll be on the road.
And we on TikTok.
Yeah. We on TikTok. We re-upping the TikTok, man.
I was talking to your boy Channel 7, and he was telling me that you all on the next episode, you are gonna have a in-depth artificial intelligence melee of the 100 guys versus one gorilla. I can't wait to see that show.
Sports Life Hip Hop on TikTok. If you want to follow there. I have one more thing about Ty Lawson also. Did you know in 2012 he got an MVP vote? One vote.
Just one?
Of course, I knew that.
Why?
He was not a bum. Of course, I know that.
Oh man, he was tied for 12th with Kevin Garnett, Marc Gasol, him, David Lee, and Joakim Noah.
When I think about Ty Lawson, I think of
You think about
Ty
MVP?
Lawson here, Kevin Garnett in the same conversation.
I'm looking up his stats. I'm like, why is MVP highlighted on this 1 year? And I see he got one vote. He must have paid off a beat writer or something.
Kevin Garnett was about 36 years old.
Yeah, he was. He's 36.
Kevin Durant's best friend too, by the way.
How the Detroit Tigers doing there, Foster?
We are the best team in the American League currently.
I like that. And you're all the best team in the American League. The Cubs are the best team in the National League. But if you don't know now, I'm gonna let you know this weekend, Rick. Don't worry. We gonna do the same thing we always do. You can bless my cash up. But the Tigers are the best team in the AL. The Cubs are the best in the NL. But you know who's not either one of those? Colorado. They're out of 30 some odd games played already. They still don't have 10 wins.
Six.
They was
6
and 29 last I looked.
Right. Yeah, I think they won last night. But
Okay.
Tigers have the best run differential in the entire major leagues, though.
Not much better than the Cubs. But yeah, no disrespect. We're coming. They're a good squad.
Hey, yo.
But they're
no Diddy.
yeah.
Shout out to
Colorado. Yeah, okay. Don't do too much. Colorado was. You said last time you saw him 6 and 29, even worse than the White Sox. I guess you can say things have been rocky for Colorado.
Oh, that was so cheesy.
Thanks for listening to this latest edition from the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel. Whether you listen to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a drop. And all my homies from Chicago, we say three things: bear down, go Cubs go, and sell the team, Jerry.